morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I am chilling with two of my kiddos here at home. I've got some coffee and I haven't picked up the camera in a while. I wanted to pick it up because I actually have an update for you with this whole pregnancy thing and like the whole miscarriage scare. I did get my results from my last blood draw. I got them yesterday. So today's Saturday. On Thursday, actually to backtrack a little bit, in the morning on Thursday, I had some spotting and that scared me once again. It's always so scary. And so I went in for my blood draw, got my blood drawn, and they told me that I could call back the next day and they would have the results, which was yesterday, Friday. So first thing yesterday morning, when I knew that the office was open, I called them and asked if my results were in, and the lady on the phone was kind of just like, no, they're not in, so why don't you call after lunchtime? So I was like, okay. Had to practice some more patience. Later that day at, I think it was like 2 o'clock, I called and I asked for my results, and the lady, it was a different lady this time, and she went and checked and she said, no, the results still aren't in yet. She's like, call back Monday. I about lost my cool. I'm like, what? So their office closes at 3 on Fridays. So I was so tempted to call them a little bit before 3 o'clock, just in case like within that hour my results would have gotten in. But I tried to call 10 minutes before 3 o'clock and they already stopped answering the phones, which I should have figured that. But then I'm just like, I was like, are you kidding me? I have to wait till Monday to get my results? Like, that the reason why I went in on Thursday was because I was pretty sure that I was going to get the test results on Friday, because I didn't want to have to wait a weekend to hear my results. And like the guy who took my blood, he also agreed that like, okay, I should get my results on Friday, so I wouldn't have to wait all weekend to get them. But anyway, she's like, yeah, call back Monday, and that's all I heard. And so I was like, at this point, this has got to be some kind of sick, cruel joke or something. Like, what in the world? So naturally, I thought, okay, well, now I have to practice my patience some more, and I'm gonna have to wait until Monday to know what's going on. But then I also had another thought, and I was like, you know what? I still have the phone number for the guy who drew my blood, who texted me my results Memorial Day weekend on a Saturday when he wasn't working. So I'm like, do I dare text him and ask him to send me my results again? And I wrestled with that thought for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. So he's a really nice guy and stuff too, so it's not like I thought that I was really gonna bother him. It's just I knew that I was asking something that he's not really technically supposed to do. So I did start off the text saying like, hey, it's so-and-so. I'm like, I know I shouldn't even be asking this, but I called the office a couple times today and they said my results weren't in. And so I asked them, I said, would you be able to send me the results when they're in? And then I said, like, if you're not okay with that, I totally understand and no pressure. I just wanted to ask. And he got back to me within 5 minutes after that. He sent me the results and he's like, yeah, he's like, I don't have any patience either. So the coolest guy ever. I'm just so grateful that I didn't have to wait all weekend to get my results. Like yeah, anyways, the coolest guy ever. So I'll put the results up on the screen, but thankfully, after applying progesterone cream religiously 3 times a day, my numbers went from 13 to 20 now. And so I feel like I can breathe a sigh of relief. So glad that my progesterone is up now, but I'm even more glad that my HCG numbers also went up quite a bit. Last time I had my blood draw, they were like 41,000 something, and now they are at 99,900 and something. So they're going up, which is very comforting, especially because I had like more spotting and I was like, oh no, what is going on? Because it's just, I've never experienced anything like this before with this much spotting and bleeding during early pregnancy. So it's been scary, to say the least. So this weekend, I feel like I can be reassured again, just like rest a little bit in my mind. This has been such an emotional roller coaster. I feel like I get to a place where I'm able to steady my emotions and my thoughts, and I'm okay. And then it's like, shortly after that happens, I have some spotting, and it sends me right back to a spiral of what's going on with my body? Is the baby okay? Like, am I going to miscarry? Am I going to have a miscarriage again? Like, just all of the things. And it is so hard in those moments to really just pray and release it, and like, just like I had to break it down to a point where I had to understand, okay, this is going to go one of two ways. And it's like I had to come to peace with both ways, and I got to that point. But then something happens and it just spirals, and I gotta like go through all those steps again about thinking through it and praying through it, and then like letting it go and being like, okay, whatever happens, happens, and I'm going to go with it like I would have to anyway. Anyways, but now I feel better. I definitely feel more at ease. So at this point, I am 7 weeks and 3 days. 7 weeks and 3 days. Of all the places that I have called in the area, the soonest that I could go get an ultrasound at this woman's clinic, which would actually be a free ultrasound, so that would be nice, but like they said they wouldn't do an ultrasound until I'd be at least 8 weeks along. So I should be 8 weeks by next Wednesday. So I'm hoping that I can schedule an appointment to get an ultrasound this coming Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and hopefully be able to see the baby and if there's a heartbeat or not and all of that stuff. And then I feel like once I can have an ultrasound, then I'll be able to really fully relax. Maybe, I don't know if there is really such a thing as fully relaxing during early pregnancy. Like, it's like each step of reassurance is nice and I can relax a little bit more, but I don't know if I'm gonna be fully at peace until after I'm past the first trimester. I don't know. This has just been a wild ride for sure. So anyways, that's where we're at with things. I wanted to give you guys an update. Thank you so much for those of you that have been praying for me and this little baby, and also have reached out and messaged me. Like I said, I wanted to get an update out there really quick for all of you, so you're not left there in suspense like I have been for so long. But yeah, I am hoping to get back to somewhat of a regular filming and editing routine again. I really miss it, but it's been nice having a break during this time of just trying to rest and keep my thoughts under control. I'm still going to be laying low probably for the rest of the first trimester, at least until I get an ultrasound for sure and can see that everything is fine. So that is where I will be, and I will probably still be applying the progesterone cream religiously until I'm through the first trimester as well. But that is a little update for you guys. Like I said, thank you for the prayers. I definitely wouldn't mind if you would continue sending up prayers for me. I do have some reassurance now, but I just feel like I'm still going to be dealing with this mental battle of trying to stay positive and just not think about the things that could happen. For example, just to kind of shed some light on some of the thoughts that go through my brain. My first miscarriage, the baby stopped growing at 8.5 weeks. So naturally, when you go through something like that, it's kind of like in your head now, you can't breathe another sigh of relief until you're past that point of when you lost the first baby. So it's like, even if I get an ultrasound next week and everything looks great, it's like I will be reassured to another level, but then it's like you always have those thoughts of, well, you're still not out of it yet, you know, something could still happen, which I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that mindset, and I don't want to think that way, but it's really hard, and I have to actively work to not think that way. So there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I am hoping that the next video I film will be somewhat more normal. I might end up vlogging today, and I think I might just make a separate video of that. I have a craving for Greek food. I don't even know if it would be authentic Greek food, but I really want like those French fries with the feta cheese and like, what do they say? The hero? Do you say hero? How do you pronounce that again? I don't know, but that thing, I want one of those. So much so that I think I might try to experiment and make some of that today. So I'm thinking about filming today and bringing you guys along for that. That will be in the next video. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. I've been rambling for like 11 minutes now. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you again for reaching out and praying for us. It means a lot. It truly does in this little adventure that I'm going through right now. But yeah, I will see you guys in our next video.